Keep it going for Latif, everybody. Hey man, just because your mom and I have more followers than you doesn't mean you should shit on us on stage. It's decriminalized in Virginia now, so if you need pot, see me after the show. You guys ready for your next comedian? Yeah. Seriously, see me after the show. All right, your next comedian is one of my favorites, a Fredericksburg favorite. Give it up for Mr. Morgan Tolliver.
Thank you. I know you know I do yoga too, thanks. I'm up to week 6 now. It's one ball. Gives me hope. You know, growing up in Michigan, that's all I had, pure Michigan. You know that Ohio guy, he thought Ohio was bad, he never lived in pure Michigan. And that's all you have is hope. And I hoped when I was growing up that my real parents would show up. The ones with a fuck ton of money. Yeah. And then there was my second grade teacher, Miss Retzel. Yeah, she gave me a 70 in math. I hope she'd die under a gas truck. But reality's a fickle mistress, isn't it, people? Because my real parents never did show, and I drove around town in a 75 rusted out Ford Granada. That says class right there. And Miss Retzel, yeah, she's working as a night clerk at the Days Inn. I'm glad her teaching degree paid off. Yeah, you know, I mean, I used to watch TV when I lived in Michigan simply for the distraction factor. I watched shows like MacGyver, the original, not the reboot. In case you don't know what MacGyver is, it was this guy and he could solve any problem with a Swiss Army knife and a piece of juicy fruit. Yeah, it was a good plug for juicy fruit, trust me. Anyone here ever chew juicy fruit? Just yell out if you have. Yeah, that's the fantasy part of MacGyver. He chewed that same piece of gum for 45 fucking minutes. That was not juicy fruit. But the reality of the MacGyver show was this. Not once did he ever show me how to avoid an ass beating by my brothers. Nope. I guess they'll get that in syndication. And I was disappointed. And I moved on to movies. Anybody see that new movie, The Joker? Yeah, of course we did, right? It works for the joke. Just go along with it. I saw that movie, and it was amazing because he'd have this card. It says, like, my name is whatever the hell it was in the movie. I have a disorder. Please don't beat my ass. Or something to that effect. Never worked for the Joker, though. He always got his ass beat. Much like the Joker, I tried that. I went to a local college, handed out my card. It said, hi, my name's Morgan. I'm horny. Can you give me a hand? And she did when her boyfriend beat my ass like the Joker. Yeah, you know, I'm not a tough guy, ladies. I mean, look at the way I'm dressed. I'm not really a tough guy. I'm not gonna run to your aid, because let's face it, I just wanna be pussy tough. I do. You can say it all day long, oh yeah, you're pussy tough. They can pass a basketball through that shit. And it snaps back. Even better than the original, trust me. I know. But no, man, even dudes aren't really that tough. You hit a dude in the tip of the dick with a backhand, crumples. He's not pussy tough. You know, people judge you on manly qualities like facial hair, right? As you can see, I don't grow facial hair that well. I either get the disheveled garbage man now, or a poor man's Don Johnson. Ladies really only like one thing, bare face. In my case, I have a face like a 10-year-old boy's ass. I was a father, come on now, I had a son. We've all been there. So, when I got to high school, it wasn't any better because I'd always see these 16-year-olds with the Vikings beard, that beard club for men. And I lived in Tennessee, so they'd always say the same thing. Hey Tolliver, you ain't got no hair on your face. No, you ain't got no hair on your face. Now, it was bad enough that I lived in Tennessee. But he was right, I didn't have any hair on my face. So one day I went to go pick up a lady, a girl, we were both 16. Anyway, they come up to me and they go, hey sweetheart, yeah, Tolliver ain't got no hair on his face, so if he ain't got no hair on his face, then that means he ain't got no hair on his nuts. Like that was the deciding factor, but it was back in the 80s. They'd look and they'd go, oh, he's got no hair. Nowadays, women go, ugh. Yeah, I got tired of hearing it. So I said, I'll tell you what I'll do, buddy. I'll fix this hair on my face once you tell your mom to quit shaving her snatch. I think that would be a help. Yeah, that's what I said too, as I was getting my ass beat like the Joker again. I guess you saw me too. But sometimes though, it works in your favor. Like, I know this Asian lady, and she doesn't like facial hair at all. Asian people don't. And I know this because I'm married to a half Japanese woman. And that's different because you get two halves that are both it's not like a strength building exercise, okay? So for example, she went to Harvard, but she's not a doctor. I didn't make the rules, people. I'm just living with them. But I remember taking her out the first time when we went to a movie. I did not know she did not like horror movies. I thought, Japanese Godzilla, it should be a kind of cool thing. I'll take her to see something Japanese. So I took her to see the Sands of Iwo Jima with John Wayne. Yeah, she was scared shitless. She thought he was going to come back and raise the flag twice. I didn't know what to do. I felt bad being a new boyfriend. So I said, let me make this up to you. I'll take you to a different movie. So I took her to see Pearl Harbor, that shitty movie with Josh Hartnett and Ben Affleck. Yeah, they're bombing Pearl Harbor, and she was like, yeah. I'm like, no, baby. Once again, that's the half Asian part coming out. We don't celebrate those heroes. No one celebrates the kamikaze on his 35th trip, But needless to say, we've been married 20 years, 20 amazing years. And like I said, she did go to Harvard, but she's not a doctor, nor is she a psychologist. But that doesn't stop her. No, it doesn't. She came up to me about a week ago, and she said, you know what? You're a narcissist. I'm like, what? And so she gets closer. She goes, I said, and that's the American part coming out now. She goes, I said, you're a narcissist and you like the sound of your own voice. Now, being that I used to be a former teacher, I knew what narcissist meant. And I said, you know what? I disagree with you. Matter of fact, I'm definitely offended. I do not like the sound of my own voice. I fucking love it, man. I really do. I really do. Because I can go from, send your money today, we need it, to, Tiffany, it's not your fault. It's not. Yeah. But I'm also a mind reader. I know it sounds strange to hear, even strange for me to say, but it's true. The answer is yes. I know, she knows what that question is. I'm sensing that there's a blonde woman with a woman who has crutches. Don't discriminate. I'm going to read your mind too. You don't have a place to stay. And you think you should stay where? Oh, Chez Maxima. Yes, that is the backseat of my car, and I will be finished soon. A lot of people don't know that, man. They just don't know it. But what they do know, and I'll tell them firsthand, is I'm honest and I'm humble. It's true. Like, ladies, I know you see this and you say 3, but you would be wrong. I say a 10. Honest and humble. I'm not the best looking guy in this room by far. I am not. But sure as shit, I'm one of them. Honest and humble. Honest and humble. And so as I'm getting ready to close this set out tonight, I just wanted to say thank you for all who showed, those who thought about showing. Fuck them, they don't get a pass. But I will say that reality and fantasy come together sometimes in the best way. For example, ladies, if your vagina is anything like my hand, we're gonna have no problems tonight. I'm Tolliver, that's my time. Thank you so much. Give it up for Scott and those other comedians who did an amazing job.
Thank you, Morgan. Give it up for Morgan, everybody. Let him hear it. Come up here and fuck my stage all up. Dax Shepard. I like Dax Shepard if he lived in Fredericksburg and sold weed after comedy shows. Fuck you. You guys ready for your next comedian? Next comedian, one of my best friends, member of the Born in Quarantine improv troupe, a local legend. Give